All right, I'm here at 154 East Main Street, the castle in the middle of town. I just had a little tour with the listing agent. She gave me permission to go ahead and show this video. So I'm gonna do a quick walk around. Isaiah should be here soon, but man, just kind of first look at this property. It is awesome. Now, obviously it needs some work, but the guy who was working on it, he kind of took on this project on his own, and he did a lot of it by himself. And frankly, I feel like it's a really solid job. Now, obviously he left it incomplete, so there's a lot of work my team's gonna have to do, but at the price point I was at, I honestly was picturing this thing being like, everything needs to be replaced, but the bones of it look good. The rooms are awesomely sized. Frankly, a lot of the drywall's been done, a lot of the plumbing's been done. You know, it's gonna still need my team to go in here and make sure it was all done correctly and everything, but I mean, just look at these places. They have all the basics down. But this is kind of like that grand entrance when you first walk in with a nice hallway. Now there's a couple of different ways into the building, so this would be the front, but I'm thinking we could probably turn this into like maybe a nice little, I don't know, maybe stores on either side, something to that effect. You have the spiral staircase kind of leading upstairs. I think we could turn those into either some offices or apartment complex type situations. But in the back here, that's where I think it's really cool. You have like a huge stage and auditorium. I mean, this thing is massive. Obviously, there's a couple issues with the roof. She mentioned there was one small leak in here, but you know, nothing too crazy. I guess there's been some other ones that have been repaired in the past, but man, this place could be an awesome theater, or maybe like a movie theater even. But I think the stage is pretty cool. I think that would be actually a really good spot to have you know, like a more formal theater downtown that we could rent out. And it seems like it could hold a solid number of people, especially if we design it the right way. But they got a whole backstage area. I won't go back there right now, but looks pretty cool. And then down from here, they actually have like a bar and club that was built into it. It's pretty dark, so I don't know how well we can see it, but I'll take out my new multi-flashlight tool. This thing's probably gonna make it stupid bright. Let's give it a try. So, I guess I should show you, there's a couple different entrances, like those lead to the various side streets over there. And in here, you have these rooms or utility rooms. I think this is actually supposed to be like a bathroom. It's equipped for, I believe he said 4 stalls. It has this fireplace here. I don't know if it makes a ton of sense inside a full-on bathroom, but if you had this maybe as an individual apartment or office, we could do it that way too. As you can see, these things are huge. There's a ton of them. He already took off all the roof work. The duct's exposed. A ton of extra space and storage. This one has access to the back parking lot area, I believe. Or actually, that's one part of the street there, a street entrance. So nice, completely different entrance on this. But here's the part I really love about it. All the extra room down here side. It has this massive bar area that I could see transforming into a nice club or restaurant or whatever you think it might be. I mean, just look how huge this place is. Open, lots of open room. Has this beautiful built-in bar right in the middle. She mentioned they put carpet over this glass, but you can kind of see the original glass is there. I think if we restored it, we could potentially make that into a nice little piece. I mean, obviously all the roofs will need to be scraped. I'm guessing that's probably lead paint, you know, so we'll probably have to make sure we dispose of it correctly. She said the old owner asbestos sealed everything, so we should be good to go on that side. It has this huge commercial kitchen in the back with an elevator that goes up and down. I don't want to test it. I'm a little bit suspect with it. Has a bathroom back here. Not sure where that leads, probably to the outside. But, you know, we could restore this into a awesome kitchen attached to the bar there. Make this into an amazing restaurant. Has This is down the back. Paneling there looks like that was updated recently. I think she said this is just dry storage, but I think she said there was a walk-in fridge or freezer here. That might be what this is. Oh yeah, obviously that's what this is here. So you have your walk-in freezer. Pretty decent size. I think this is the fridge part and that's the freezer back there. A little scared to go into my own, so I will wait till Isaiah gets here on that one. So I see this being an amazing clubhouse, hangout, restaurant, whatever we want it to be, but it just has so much potential to it. One thing that's a little bit interesting and weird, she said, I guess this used to be a restaurant and crematorium, and maybe this was used to hold bodies in here. Not 100% on that, but that's what it sounded like. It's a little bit weird on that angle, but this was an old American Legion building. I'm sure I had to do something with that, so no big worries on that end. But yeah, I'll head upstairs here once Isaiah comes. I think those are just more standard units. It does have an attic we could potentially finish as well. But I think those two, this floor, the one below us are the ones with the most commercial potential. I mean, this is basically just a blank canvas in here, as is that bar. Question is, can we get it in a profitable position? I think there's the location's so good and there's a lot of potential to it, but we'll see. So we're like in the unfinished attic space. This could be good storage, but there's a decent amount of like headspace, and apparently that porch leads out to like a really nice view. As I mentioned, maybe just making this into storage, which I could definitely see. But if we wanted to invest a little extra, I think there's opportunity to run some plumbing and maybe put like one more unit up there, make it the penthouse or something like that. And then that just leads to the attic up there. This is gonna be the second floor overlooking kind of like the city portion. I think they did a lot of work around here with like the drywall, things like that already. I don't know how much they would need, but these can make really nice like apartment units or perhaps even upstairs offices. They got a lot of the plumbing done already. If you want to install bathrooms, showers, all that good stuff in these. But I think the views are pretty killer. And the storage space, or the living space is decent. They got little closets kind of boarded up there, but plenty of space to make these into little studios. Some to that effect. 4 rooms here. 2 of them are privated. One of them's connected. Although it'd be easy enough to, that's one we just walked through, to go ahead and close that back off. Or even to like open one of these like right there, maybe make that into like just a door to the hallway, so it's like a public restroom, something like that instead. But I love a lot of the original woodwork, architecture. I think you did a good job keeping the important stuff, replacing the broken things. Super high ceilings. Not huge units, so they're definitely like studios without like a kitchen, unless we, it's kind of squeezed one in where the bathroom should be. And definitely the paint's kind of peeling up here still, but that wouldn't be too hard. Fireplaces in most of the rooms. Nice little porch out here too. Okay.
Like a little avenues. Add the railing all the way around.
Yeah, lead us to a nice balcony. I like that. This is a great view for that too. Cool.